What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Speaking Nerd podcast, the place to talk about all things nerdy. Today, we have a very special episode for you for a few reasons. One, we're talking about a crap ton of news that has been coming out in probably the past week or so. And number two, more importantly, it's only three of us. Number three, most importantly, it's our 99th episode, everyone. We're about to hit a milestone here. This is the last episode before we get into triple digits. And
The episode, guys. It is
it's
the Empire
crazy.
Strikes Back of Speaking Nerd podcast.
No, it's the Return of the Jedi. Because we
No.
went to 50, that's Empire Strikes Back. Then you get to 100, that's number
Shut up,
three.
shut up, shut
So
up.
when we get to 125, is that Phantom Menace?
That's
then?
right. No, yeah.
I don't want it to be Phantom Menace.
Yeah, but
No.
when we get to 200, it's going to be Rey Skywalker. So
Oh,
maybe we should call it quits while we can.
I'm not loving this system.
Okay, it's just the original trilogy. When we get to 125, it'll go back to A New Hope. How about that? It's just a recurring process. But yeah, we're about to hit this crazy milestone. I don't think any of us thought it would feel like it was happening this quickly. It's like once you're there, it's like, man, did we really just go through all that?
It kind of snuck up on us, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I remember all those years ago we were recording the Dying Young episode. Brings me back to the memories of
you
old.
mean last year? Last
Yeah.
summer?
Literally.
But that was
And
so
I think that was episode 75 or something.
Well, I mean, okay, granted, like YouTube time, yeah, probably would be long enough. So I'll give you that.
But it's been a heck of a ride. We've been doing this for a few years now. Like, it's crazy that we're here now.
Mhm.
So, we've all known each other for a while, and this is pretty cool. So,
I like how
Yeah, I
important
mean-
you're making this all sound, but this is literally just filler. It's just-
it is. Okay, let's talk about news. Marvel, you want to lead us into the news?
So, okay. Yeah. So I have some stuff I want to talk about. Some of it is
Marvel, you're
like,
talking about a lot of filler. You're talking about a lot of filler.
I mean,
right
this
now.
is we should just call this episode filler.
Filler,
That's
yeah.
it. So one piece of news is kind of, it's like a mix of two things happening. And the one that I was going to talk about first was Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Me and Swifty's most anticipated game coming out never. Because
the only anticipated game coming out.
Yeah, because it got delayed after its
Yeah, because
gameplay
of all
reveal.
of the outrage.
Yeah, the outrage and just all the stuff with the gameplay and all that stuff. So I guess in one question I want to ask how you feel about the game itself, and also another question is, what do we think about this delay here?
I think a delay can only mean that it just gets more time in the oven.
Mhm.
I did not really have the problems that all the angry gamers had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought the menu was a little dumb. The Fortnite elements basically.
Yeah.
But besides that, I didn't really have any problems.
Right.
I think it looks like a really good game. And it'll only get better because of this delay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I feel.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it over on intensive treatment, but I think for me personally, like, I was somebody who thought the gameplay looked kind of fun, like the way you're zipping around the map, and I mean, it's kind of dumb for each character to have a gun, especially somebody like Captain Boomerang in King
Well,
Shark.
I think that's just an option there.
Yeah. I mean, there is melee too, but they really wanted to showcase the gun at
But
gameplay.
I mean, it makes sense advertising wise.
Yeah.
Because people love games where you can shoot people.
Yeah.
It's America.
Yeah. Right. Some people like it a little too much, but
True.
But yeah, I wasn't surprised when they said that they were going to delay it, or when Jason Schreier said that it was going to be delayed, because yeah, after all the backlash it got just from that day alone, it was kind of expected. But I don't know if it's going to be like the big game changer delay that everybody's hoping for. I'm partially, I don't know, I'm mixed. As much as I want certain things to be changed, like having the game being played offline, because having it just be online all the time, that's stupid.
I think it's more gonna be more of a buffer
Yeah,
than
it's like it's just going to be polishing it up the
yeah.
game.
Yeah. I'm fine with that because I didn't really have that many problems with it.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not expecting there to like get a. I'm not expecting them to get rid of the battle pass or anything, or just kind of because it's baked into the game. They can't really like, unless they're gonna take another year or two just to get rid of that, which I doubt they would do.
Not like we're getting a whole other game.
No.
Yeah.
So I guess we're moving on here, unless Swifty, you want to add on to any of it?
I do not. I
Okay.
think that was good.
So did anybody here watch the Oscars, or at least
I did.
you did?
Kind of.
I saw
Well,
bits and pieces.
Okay.
I saw bits and pieces. I mean, I know.
Austin Butler was snubbed.
I know. Did you even watch Elvis?
Yes, and also, look, Brendan Fraser deserves as much praise as anybody, but I don't think he deserved that Oscar. I think Austin Butler deserved that Oscar.
So I actually wanted to kind of go through the winners and see how everybody felt about it, whether it was a snub or not.
I
Yeah.
mean, as much as Austin Butler deserved an Oscar, I think Brendan Fraser deserved it, and
Yeah.
also Austin Butler's a young guy and a very talented guy, so he'll have plenty of time to get an Oscar.
Mm.
I always feel like he gave his heart and soul to this performance, and it's like,
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and I think that he was fantastic and brilliant,
Mm.
and I loved Elvis. It was an amazing film, but I also think that and most people would agree with me on this, that Brendan Fraser, like, it's been a long time coming for him to get an Oscar.
He's been having a really good resurgence lately.
Mm-hmm. It's the Brendan Fraser Renaissance, guys. You gotta get with it. You just gotta get with it.
So yeah, I do have a list here of some of the winners. I just wanted to see what you guys felt about some of the other categories here. Best Picture, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Completely deserved.
Yeah.
Completely. There's
yeah,
no denying
it. Best Actor, Brendan Fraser, as we just mentioned. Best Actress, Michelle Yeoh. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Okay.
Yeoh.
Yeah. So.
Also completely deserved. Only other person I'd take. Well, actually, no, that's a different section. Yeah, completely deserved.
Let's see. Best Original Song. I'm not even going to pronounce that, so I'm just going to move on to Best International Film. All Quiet on the Western Front, which...
Are you talking about the song from RRR?
I think so. It doesn't say which movie it's from.
It's from RRR.
Okay.
The very popular Indian movie.
So yeah, that was a winner there. And then yeah, international film. I didn't see this one, so
I don't get why that movie got so many awards. Because okay, so which award was that?
That was Best International Feature Film for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff I disagree with in giving certain awards to that movie. But that'll be later.
Best Supporting Actor. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, but Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, are you talking
Short round.
Kui Kwan?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely deserved. He is the biggest winner on the planet.
So the next category is a very divisive one because I saw a lot of discourse
Is is
on
it is it,
Twitter.
is it Jamie Lee
It's
Curtis?
Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah.
Okay. Here's how I feel about it. Um, I love Jamie Lee Curtis. She has deserved an Oscar for a long time, but I don't think she deserved it for this one.
No.
Um, I think Stephanie. I, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce her last name, but
Stephanie Brown.
No,
I'm kidding.
I think is it Sue?
I think maybe.
I think she deserved that, and if not her, Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Those are the only two I could see for that. Though, I mean, it's fine, I guess. I think again, I love Jamie Lee Curtis, but I just don't think she really deserved that one.
Yeah. I mean, I loved Angela Bassett.
Yeah, Angela Bassett was amazing.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, those would be my two choices for that award, either Stephanie or Angela.
Hmm. Um. So best animated feature: Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. I didn't see this one.
Pinocchio, Pinocchio,
A
Del
lot of people
Toro.
were hoping it would be Puss in Boots, but
Those are the only two I could see winning.
yeah.
Puss in Boots.
But
I think should have.
well,
I love that
either.
movie so
I
much.
mean, before the Oscars happened, I was like, if one of these two won, I'll be happy.
Mm.
And one of them won, so
Yeah. Yeah,
um,
because
both
Turning
movies.
Red is bad.
Yeah, it is not great. And I'm glad that Del Toro won because he's been doing it for a long time, and he's a fantastic
Mm.
filmmaker. And his speech about animation was really really good.
Yeah, I did see that on Twitter. That was great. Yeah, animation's not just for kids.
Yeah, it's
Oscars.
it's an art form,
It is.
guys.
It literally is.
What if I ever get to the Oscars, I'm gonna be saying a lot of mean things.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Yeah, I mean it's not gonna be like Will Smith level, but uh, you know, halfway there.
Close enough.
Yeah,
So best director, Everything Everywhere All at
the
Once.
Daniels, which
Two.
is
Yeah.
again deserved. Like they're amazing.
Um, Original screenplay. Screenplay. Um,
Screenplay.
screenplay.
Screenplay. I
Everything
know
Everywhere
what
All at
boy.
Once. And
Um, again deserved because it's an amazing movie. Um, I'm just glad that indie movies got the win this year.
mhm.
Um, and it's an amazing screenplay.
Best visual effects: Avatar: Way of the Water.
I will never stop hating on James Cameron. Um,
Don't blame you, my guy.
there uh there are several different movies that could have taken this award, but they're like blue people, visual effects, cool.
I mean, I saw that movie, and even I was just like, it wasn't that impressive.
It really wasn't. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. There are several different movies that could have gotten that award. Heck,
Um,
Elvis could have gotten that award.
yeah.
Because that had some crazy CGI shots.
Mm, yeah. I don't. I don't know why. why that's
The Batman was
why
snubbed.
it's. No, we'll get to that a little later. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Um,
AJ, if we don't agree on who won Best Actor, we will definitely agree on that.
Best cinematography, All Quiet on the Rest. I can't talk today. Jesus Christ.
That is a beautiful
Something
movie.
with my R's today.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah. Turning into Scooby Doo here.
Honestly,
All Quiet on the Western Front.
like I said before, I can't get with that because there are so many movies this year last year
Yeah.
that had much better cinematography
Right.
um the Batman, um uh Elvis, the Fablemans, Nope, and later I'm going to rant about how they completely snubbed Nope by not even nominating it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so many other movies that could have been nominated. I mean, could have won for best cinematography, but for some reason, All Quiet got so many awards. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
Best best makeup, The Whale.
that's fair.
No, bro.
No.
I think
No.
I think that's
Go ahead.
fair. I think that's fair. Like it makes sense, but I think Elvis should have won.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah,
because
that.
in Elvis they did it on multiple characters, not just one character. Also, I think the Batman could have been a contender as well.
Mm-hmm.
I
With
agree.
the Penguin too.
I agree.
So it makes sense, but I see other movies at utilizing that quality more.
Yeah. Wakanda Forever is not a bad choice either. As much as I have my
Oh,
issues with that movie,
yeah,
I like as far as makeup and stuff, it is really good.
absolutely.
Speaking of Wakanda Forever, best costume design went to
So deserved. So deserved. The
yeah.
costume design in that movie was amazing.
If Wakanda Forever hadn't gone it, then I would have probably given it to like Elvis.
Yeah, that's the only other one I could see winning for that.
Best film editing, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Of course. I mean, the editing was insane.
Yeah. Best production, All Quiet on the West Front. And then the last one I'm going to mention, best sound, was Top Gun Maverick, which, yeah.
I don't agree with that one.
No? Oh,
Uh,
man.
well,
Oh,
okay.
here come the takes.
I
Just kidding.
I can see it. Like full respect, whatever. Um, but there are several movies that could have done that too. One, Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Has better sound design than that movie. Um, so do I mean I could even say the Batman does too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, those would be my main two that I think have better sound design. But I'm all good with Top Gun taking an award home
Yeah. At least one. Because,
though. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was
I'm not
I
expecting it to be like Best Picture or anything like that.
I was kind of surprised that it didn't get more than that
Yeah.
because of how much like everybody loved it.
Yeah. But I guess on that, there were some very glaring omissions. And
Nope.
if
Nope.
Nope, Nope is one
Nope.
of them. The Batman. I mean, it got some nominations, but like
But like Nope didn't get any nominations,
no.
which I want to punch whoever made the Oscars.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for the movie because I haven't seen it yet. Um,
It's fantastic.
Jordan Peele's been killing it lately
Oh yeah.
with his movies.
Nope is I think it's his best movie, and also it was my second favorite movie last year. Only
What was your
behind
first?
only behind Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Hmm.
Sorry, I had to open my window, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Nope was amazing, and it deserved. It could have, in my mind, it could have gotten pretty much any of the awards.
Yeah. Even the Batman too. Again,
Yeah,
um,
I mean the Batman did so much right, but it didn't win anything, which is a bummer. Because
yeah,
that's one superhero movie that should have been approached as, a film, because that's what it is.
yeah. Like even something like cinematography would have
Oh,
been,
absolutely.
like, it would have fit really well into that category.
Cinematography was insane. And you know what movie it is better than? Actually, two movies. All Quiet on the Western Front and Avatar.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Avatar is even here.
Don't know.
It definitely wasn't the best visual effects, that's for sure. So,
Which just like compared to the rest of the year, it was a murmur
hmm.
in my mind at least.
So I guess last thing to note about the Oscars before we move on, nobody got slapped this year.
It's true, but Jimmy Kimmel made a
Thankfully.
bad joke about it.
They made a lot of jokes from what I saw on Twitter.
Yeah,
Um,
I watched his monologue. It's okay. I, I
yeah,
don't ex- I don't expect the Oscars to ever be funny. Except for the time they had Ricky Gervais. He was pretty funny
yeah.
because he made fun of Hollywood.
Ricky Gervais is just like a menace
Well,
to the award shows.
well, he just like, you know, all the shots fired, and it was wonderful.
Yeah, but
But like someone like Jimmy Kimmel is such a
I don't
safe.
find Jimmy Kimmel funny,
I'm
He's
so
no,
I can't say.
he's such a safe pick because he'll never say anything risky.
no,
Um, Even though technically he did blackface, but we don't talk about that.
no,
Um, yeah, he's not funny.
no. No, I.
None of the late night hosts are funny. I mean Conan was, but he's gone.
I still think the best late night show is not even from the States, and that's Graham Norton.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
Graham Norton clears all the way.
he
Yeah,
knows what's up.
I love Graham Norton so much.
yeah.
Graham the Goat Norton.
Yeah, he's
It's
fantastic.
like every show I watch of his, like it just is
Yeah, I
funny and just entertaining
since
the entire time.
I since I watched Doctor Who, I've watched a lot of like interviews on Graham Norton since it's a British show.
Yeah,
Um, and I really love the way he plays off the people he talks to.
hmm,
It's so funny.
it is hilarious.
Yeah. Plus, he was in Soul. So,
Yeah,
and that should have gotten an Oscar too.
yeah.
So, Oscars, I'm coming for you.
Was Soul 2022?
That was 2020.
Yeah.
I'm just saying in general.
Yeah.
Should have gotten an Oscar.
I was gonna say I clearly remember it wasn't last
Yeah,
year. So.
it's been a while, but
Yeah.
that was the first Pixar movie that they didn't release in theaters,
Right.
which was such a stupid move because that's one of their best movies.
It's better than Turning Red or whatever the fuck
It
that movie
is.
is.
It's better than freaking Lightyear.
Hmm. Oh man, Lightyear is atrocious.
It didn't even get nominated. So
No, which I'm happy it didn't. That movie's bad.
should have nominated Intergalactic though. Just saying.
So, so I guess we kind of talked about this a little earlier, but there was a piece of news that came out today from Ben Affleck about some interview he did. I think it was Variety he was talking to.
Yeah, it was kind of a double. It was like
It's
a
always variety.
it was like a double piece of news because one focuses on uh kind of the well, if he's gonna direct, and then the other one focuses on just uh, past experiences, I guess.
So I guess we should talk about the directing one first, just to kind of get our thoughts out of the way, and because I know there was a lot of outrage from a certain group of fans, which we'll talk about here later.
They will not be named.
See, I don't care if he does or does not direct a DC
Yeah,
movie.
but it was like, okay, I wanted him to direct because I like Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
not because of anything else. Um, I just think he's a good director, and I like I like Ben Affleck.
Mm.
Um, I'm not terribly saddened that he's decided not to do it because it's probably better for him that way,
Yeah.
considering his past experiences with DC. Um, I mean, it's sad that that we won't get to see a movie directed by him.
Mm.
And I wasn't even looking at him for like a Batman movie specifically. I just wanted him to direct something.
Yeah.
But like, guys, it's his choice.
Yeah.
And if it's for his better, if it's for his own, you know, good of mental health and just life in general, then be cool with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I could totally see that being the main driving force as to why he wouldn't want to do a DC movie, just because of like like he even said himself, like, the reshoots for Justice League were atrocious. It was one of the worst things he's ever done in Hollywood.
and
And
that like it drove him to want
yeah,
to drink and or kill himself.
so like I can still feel like even years later, even though he came back to play Batman for the Flash, there would still be just a little bit of resentment for that.
I mean
So
that's the kind of stuff that leaves a lasting career
yeah,
impact.
so as much as I would have liked to seen what he did, like especially before Matt Reeves came on, I mean I don't mind the fact that he's not
Yeah,
directing any, like he's not doing anything
I'm
with DC
perfectly
after
okay
this.
with it. I mean, I'm just gonna be following his I mean, his just his work.
Yeah.
Because I really like The Tender Bar, which
Mhm.
is another movie that should have gotten nominated at the Oscars.
Yeah.
I'm not done. Um, uh, which he starred in, and it was directed by George Clooney.
Right.
It's a great
Mm.
movie. Yeah, I'm just gonna look forward to what Ben does, with his career
Yeah. Same here.
outside of DC, because I like him just as Ben Affleck.
Yeah. The people on Twitter who are, any project that comes out is like, oh, we need Ben Affleck to star in the new DCU Batman. They need to
What's
grow up.
the problem that I've found is that the people who love Ben Affleck on, in the DC community only love Ben Affleck because he played Batman.
Yeah.
And same thing with Zack Snyder for a lot of Snyder fans. They only like Zack Snyder because he directed some DC movies.
Right.
They don't really care about like Rebel Moon or any of his zombie movies.
Yeah.
Even though I'd say that's his best work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say Rebel Moon looks better than a lot of his stuff.
Anything he's done with DC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just not really. That's not his jam, And I'm cool with him finding something else that works for him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are my thoughts on the matter.
So the other part of this is that he talked about his screen time for The Flash, and also how he perfected his role as
In
Batman
5 minutes.
in the 5 minutes of screen time that he has for the movie.
That kind of made when I read that kind of made me laugh
Me too.
because it was like my dude, you were in 2 movies before this,
Yeah.
and you didn't perfect it before then,
No.
but you were able to do it in 5 minutes.
Right.
That's cool. That's cool.
Although,
Crazy.
like, it is hilarious to think about, and also just, I mean, it's just a funny thing. Like,
Yeah,
I am. It makes me more excited to see. In a weird way, it makes me more excited to see him in the
it
Flash.
it does make me more excited. It just gave me a little bit of laugh.
Yeah, because we've seen, like, he made it very clear when they announced he was coming back. Like, he had control over what his character was doing for the
Yeah.
purpose of the story. So I am curious to see what they actually do with that,
Hmm.
whether it's good or not. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's just just that is a word to use for your 5 minutes. Perfection of your character.
Yeah.
Five.
Um, so we have some other Snyder stuff
Oh Lord, I
that I
think
want
I
to
know
talk
where we're going
about.
with this one.
So a teaser came out earlier this week. I think it might have been
Well,
yesterday.
isn't that for like a
Yeah.
Snyder Con or something?
That's what people said, or at least the idea of it, but I don't know. I really like. I don't know what they're doing.
Do we ever really know with Zack Snyder? It's like he'll post something, it'll be super cryptic, and then it'll just be like, "For 3 days, I'll be on Skype,
Yeah.
and you can pay me $200 to like say hi, and then get kicked off
So the
He's
teaser was
a
an
madman.
incoming transmission from Darkseid,
from
and it
Darkseid."
and it
He's
had
a Superman too.
the guy who played Darkseid in the Snyder cut,
Oh yeah, Ray
voicing it.
Porter.
Yeah. So I don't think we're gonna get anything massive with this.
I, I'm betting
Mm,
it. I'm betting it's just Snyder Con or whatever.
Either SnyderCon or like a Snyder watch along or something. I
Yeah,
don't think it.
something
I
like
can't
I don't
believe
think it's
people
gonna be
actually
like
think it's going to
they're
be
not
like,
doing
oh,
Justice League
Netflix
Part 2 and
animated
3.
series.
I don't think it's
No.
gonna be any actual content.
No. If it somehow is, like, if they're actually making content, which I doubt, then I don't think it's going to be as massive as everyone is going to make it out to be. Like, it could be just
Uh,
like, it's probably like they're not going to bring the cast together for, 2 movies or whatever. If anything, it might be just like an animated project or,
that's what
you know,
people are saying, but I don't even think it's going to go that far.
yeah, it's going to be something like small
It,
scale.
yeah, like it could only be something small scale considering the plans that they have right
Yeah. And I mean,
now.
as I've said before, like, I wouldn't mind seeing, like, a comic
And
adaptation.
yeah, like comic adaptation, um, an animated movie wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a bad choice.
No.
I mean, like the way it looked in that in that Teen Titans Go episode
Oh,
was
yeah, that's right.
that was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It's probably the best thing Teen Titans Go has put out ever.
It's true.
And
I
that's
mean,
sad.
that was great
Yeah.
animation.
So, yeah, I don't think, I really don't think anything's going to come up for this. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't seem like anything big. I mean, he does stuff like this all the time, so
mm,
Right.
he's the hype man.
yeah. So, one last Batman thing before we move on to some Superman stuff. Um, Gotham Knights came out this week, and
It's
nobody watched it.
did.
I
It's
didn't
seriously
anyway.
did.
I didn't either.
No.
But you
Um,
did, AJ?
What?
did you watch
You
Gotham
watched it?
Knights? No.
I watched a couple clips.
Okay.
I saw this clip of Harvey Dent being a trans ally, so I thought that
Good.
was
Let's keep it that way. Time
and,
to
and, he,
survey the room. Plan out my
and,
tactics. Cancel the show. Now.
and he's played by Castiel from Supernatural,
Yeah.
which I thought was funny.
You see that Jensen Ackles clip of him being like, well, Gotham Knights is going to be on. Like, everybody's like, he's not going to watch Gotham Knights.
Yeah, no.
He's just supporting, the guy from Supernatural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I read somewhere too, like they almost had him play Batman,
Yeah,
which
yeah, they did. But there were interferences of schedule.
thank God.
Thank God, because that would have tarnished his look as Batman. He's a very good Batman, and
Though
no.
it does make me wonder if they got Jensen Ackles, if they I wonder if they wouldn't have killed off Batman.
I mean, probably not, but at the same time, it's just like, could they afford him? Really?
I don't know.
Right.
I mean, it's the CW.
Can barely afford Tyler Hoechlin anymore.
Well, they had Jensen Ackles for like 13 seasons or whatever.
I mean, now he's going on doing other like bigger projects, so
that's fair, yeah.
I mean, he was in The Boys this past summer, and he was great in that. So
I love Jensen Ackles.
yeah.
I'll watch him in pretty much anything. I mean, I love Supernatural, so he's just great.
Yeah, I did really like him in what I've seen of Supernatural.
As Batman, people cast him as Batman in the DCU.
Yeah, or just anything, even just a side project. I wouldn't mind seeing him as live action.
See him in live action.
Yeah.
Give it. Like maybe make him Batman make him Tyler Hoechlin's Batman.
Yeah.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of Tyler Hoechlin, I guess as a nice transition there, Lex Luthor is showing up in Superman and Lois.
It's played by the guy from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yes, Seamus. No.
Seamus.
That's a wrestler. No.
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I don't like the beard.
And I think it'll be okay.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it'll do fine, like acting wise, but looks wise, I just don't feel it.
Yeah, the promo pic they put out wasn't exactly the greatest. Wasn't the greatest
the
one.
His overall figure.
Yeah.
Doesn't scream Lex Luthor to me. Also, I think it's a big mistake to just let go of the really good casting choice that was John Cryer.
Yeah.
He's one of the best casted Lex Luthors. Only below Michael Rosenbaum for me.
The GOAT.
He's one of my favorite Lex Luthors for sure.
He has such a great energy to how he plays the character.
Actually, I just want to ask this question, by the way, real quick. Sorry. Marvel, who is your favorite Lex Luthor? I don't think I've ever gotten this out of you. And if it's not Michael Rosenbaum, I'm gonna leave the call.
Is it limited to just live action?
Yes.
Okay.
Because everybody's pick is gonna be Clancy Brown, I think.
Yeah. That was what I was gonna go with, but.
What about? So who's your live action pick?
From the Christopher Reeve movies, I can't remember his name at the moment.
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman.
You silly person.
So he can't remember his name. Doesn't pick the GOAT Rosenbaum. Gotenbaum.
I haven't watched enough Smallville.
Okay. I'll let that slide. How much have you seen of Smallville?
Maybe 5 episodes of the first season.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
And then there's me who binged all 10 seasons in a month. I just sat and just watched it. Bro, you got to get around to living.
Not everybody has the time that you do, Swifty.
All right, look. You cut that out, you beast.
I have a life. I have a job. I have shit to do.
Hey, I have a job too. All right. Wow. Trying to save my skin here.
To be clear, I did watch all of Smallville while having a job, so
Hey.
you guys can suck it.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna take this hate.
Yeah, I don't think the Speaking Nerd podcast is gonna make it to 100 episodes now.
It all comes crashing and burning now.
Just in this last, like, just that last little bit, there's
Just
like,
on 99.
nope, no more.
Just on 99.
Okay. Now that we all know that Marvel needs to get around to living and watch Smallville, let's talk about more.
That was a nice subtle John Mayer reference right there.
Thank you.
Solid.
And I think the fact that he hasn't seen Smallville, you know, Michael Rosenbaum's secretly crying out, "Why you no love me? Why you no love me?"
I love
You
Michael
know,
Rosenbaum.
he's in this continuum of,
Yeah.
you know, he's kind of like, it's almost like he hasn't even been born and raised yet. You know,
Yeah, he really wasn't born and raised in Smallville, you know?
he's in a room for squares right now.
It's true.
Squares.
He's on some heavier things.
Yeah. You know, it's all in the blood, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
feel
he's
that.
basically being an assassin to Michael Rosenbaum right now.
It's true. You know, it's like he was shot in the dark.
I know, or like, sometimes just makes you think of the psychedelia of Wild Blue. You know,
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck
Marvel's
you too.
probably like, "What are you guys talking about?" We're making John Mayer references, bro.
It was seamless. You know how we went from assassins
That was
to
our
shot in the
best
dark?
like synergy we've ever had on this show.
Yeah. That was crazy synergy, man.
It
That
was.
great.
Marvel, you want to lead us into the next thing so we don't keep talking about John Mayer things? You know, sometimes I just want to stop this train.
How about I just end this call
because
right
the
now and
gravity
cancel this
because
podcast?
I want to stop this train because the gravity's pulling me into wolves. You know, all these vultures are flying around.
It's true.
All right, let's. First of all, fuck you both,
All right,
and let's talk about James Gunn here for a second, because
Okay.
not only
Yeah.
is he writing the next Superman movie, but now he's going to be directing it, which
Yeah,
I am all for.
Me
yeah.
too. Wait,
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Especially the way he talks about it,
Yeah,
like the degree of hesitancy and kind of reverence that he has for the character,
Yeah,
makes me feel like it's definitely the right choice.
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm happy. And like I'm happy in general that we're just getting another Superman movie, but the fact that
Me
he's
too.
just so passionate about it, and there was a thing I read where he was talking to his brother, and they both realized that the same day the movie comes out will also be their dad's birthday, which
Yeah, that was really sweet.
yeah. So I'm surprised though he didn't jump on board right away, but I guess like
Hesitancy,
Yeah.
I mean, if a character that means that much to you, I mean, with Superman you'd have to be hesitant because it's Superman.
yeah.
He's literally the superhero.
Right.
Right. We said that at the same time. Okay, we're amazing.
There's some synergy with us.
Yeah. It's great because like now I'm seeing James Gunn in a totally new light,
Yeah.
and it's great.
What's like? I mean, he's always had a degree of he's always had a degree of sincerity, but it's really became apparent with how he's approaching the DC universe.
Yeah, and I mean, I never thought badly of James Gunn. I just never thought that he could be the guy to direct a Superman movie. I never had my doubts necessarily. I just kind of was like, oh, like, okay, he's writing it. Interesting. Cool. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, all right, I'm giving him a chance because I think he's great at what he does. And it seems like he's really trying to honor the source material, which is literally exactly what we need right now.
Well, he's literally reading through like several different runs of Superman.
Yeah, and I'm curious when they're going to start production on. Well, like, I mean, actually start working on the film.
I'm gonna
I know
say
he's writing it.
maybe. I'm gonna say maybe like early next year, because
Yeah.
this movie and the Batman are not that far apart as far as release. So,
No, they're not.
and we know the Batman is starting filming in, or at least production in November. So I don't imagine it'll be too much longer before the same goes
Yeah.
with Superman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I'm really excited.
I guess as a question, if James Gunn wasn't able to direct it, who would you want in his place? Like, who would you
Um,
would want to
okay,
see do this?
okay, I got a couple. I got a couple.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh boy! All right, everyone, strap in your
okay,
seatbelt.
okay. One, Sam Raimi.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Two, Steven Spielberg.
Yes, I've heard that one a lot. I've
Okay.
heard Steven Spielberg a lot.
Three, um, gosh darn it, his name always
Jimi
gets me.
Hendrix, great pick. Yeah.
Um, darn it. Uh, why is his name not crossed my mind? First class guy.
Oh, Matthew Vaughn.
Matthew Vaughn.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay. Yeah.
Matthew Vaughn's always been at the top of my list for.
He's one of the best like comic book movie directors out there. So, yeah, I could totally see him in that role. So yeah, you said Steven Spielberg, and
Mhm.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He made E.T.
I mean, he's done some amazing stuff, but I feel like just lately he's been
Okay, have you watched The Fablemans?
not yet.
Get back when you watch it.
Okay. It's just when I say that, like, the last movie I remember watching of his was Ready Player One, and that wasn't exactly the greatest thing since Swiss cheese. So
Well, West Side Story was amazing, and so was The
yeah,
Fableman. Just saying.
okay.
You're getting destroyed, Marvel. Getting demolished. I heard Ready Player One was good though,
Yeah,
and I never watched it, so I'm not gonna.
It really.
I don't have my own personal opinion on it, but
It really depends.
that's just what I heard. What do you think, AJ?
I thought it was a fun movie. I'm
Destroyed L plus ratioed Marvel. He thought it was good. I have to watch it.
you know what? I'm about to quit this fucking podcast. I swear to Christ.
What about you, Marvel? Who would you choose to direct if you could?
I probably would have said Matthew Vaughn also.
Mm-hmm. I really don't know. That's a tough question for me. Can I get back to you guys on that
I guess.
in maybe
I mean, I
2
guess
years?
so. Yeah. At the very end of this episode.
At the week before the premiere of Superman Legacy, I'll be like, yeah, I know who I want it to be now.
Yeah.
Or James Gunn.
Also, another good choice would be Joe Johnston.
Joe.
He did the first Captain America movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That'd be cool.
he did the Rocketeer.
I guess that would work if they were doing like a very traditional kind of Superman. So
I could see him doing like a period, like 40s Superman.
yeah, literal first appearance of Superman. Just yeah.
Have Superman punch Hitler.
Okay. What did I have next? You guys excited for the Thunderbolts?
No. I mean, I'm gonna watch it probably, maybe. I don't know. I'm not excited. I haven't been excited for anything Marvel in a while.
No.
I have no feelings.
Fair enough. Anyway, Glenn from The Walking Dead. He is going to be in the movie. It's not clear who his character is, but a lot of people think he's playing the Sentry, which...
Wait, are you talking about Stephen Yeun?
Yeah.
He's more than Glenn. He was in Nope.
He's invincible, yeah.
He was in Nope. He was also in a really good indie movie a couple years ago called Minari. But none of you probably know that movie, but it was really good.
I bet. Anyway, he's going to be in the movie. I don't know who they're going to play. I don't know if I really want him to be the Sentry, but...
I mean, based on certain interpretation of the Sentry, I think he could be good. I mean, he's a really good actor.
Yeah.
So, I can see it. I'm just glad they're bringing him onto one of these movies because he's a really good actor.
I'm just glad he's doing more stuff, period. Like...
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Again, he was in Nope, aka one of the best movies last year.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie that got completely snubbed by the Oscars.
I am going to be sending very angry mail to the Oscars.
So the last thing I wanted to bring up, it's not on my list, but I just wanted to bring it, like, just mention it anyway. Evil Dead had its premiere lately for the new movie, which
Yeah.
I am excited about.
I'm very excited.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about the video you sent.
I was going to bring that up too.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
That was hilarious.
There's a video going around of
Going around.
Send
it to AJ.
Yeah.
What? Maybe after the podcast.
Well, it's in the group chat.
Yeah, it's in the group chat.
Oh.
Yeah,
I would watch it.
Yeah. Anyway, they're at their premiere, and then they get some fucking heckler from up in the rafters here. He storms away. Everybody's laughing at him. And then when he goes to turn around, Bruce Campbell utters the greatest comeback, which is, "Get the fuck out of here." Like, the whole video is just fantastic. I'll have to link it below. Like, I'll link it on the Twitter or whatever. But
plus Bruce was like, I'm sure no alcohol was involved in that.
Not alcohol, maybe drugs though. it seems clear cut. Yeah, I can't wait for this new Evil Dead movie. Like, for that trailer that came out, what was it, a couple months ago? Looked really promising.
It looks pretty sick.
And they haven't had a bad movie yet. Like, say what you will about the reboot, but like, it was better than anybody anticipated. I like it.
Well, the reboot on its own is really good.
So, also, if we're talking about peak television, then Ash vs. Evil Dead is great.
It's true.
I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to watch it.
It's really good.
I have a life, man. I can't watch all 10 seasons of Ash vs. Evil Dead, bro.
I wouldn't go as far as 10 seasons.
Oh man! All right, we're ending this now because fuck it.
Is that all the news?
It's all the stuff I had. I'm sure there's more out there, but I'm just not aware of it. And I'm sure somebody in the comments, if anybody decides to comment, is just gonna be like, "Oh, you forgot about this, and why did you talk about it?" It's like, shut up. Like, comment, and go watch somebody else if you want your 2 news pieces covered.
Yeah, really.
So, you guys have anything to plug?
AJ, you want to go first?
A Puss in Boots video essay will be coming out at some point.
Very good.
Is that it? Okay. No, I was just asking to see if I could go yet or not. Um, um, oh, I don't know when's this video going out as of today. It's Thursday, so
Tomorrow. It should be out tomorrow.
okay. So today, by the time you guys are watching it, we have a new intensive treatment episode out that Marvel and I recorded. It's our little milestone. We got to 25 episodes, which is really cool. It's awesome to just have a space where we can talk about Arkham. Um, and this episode was really great because we probably spent our longest time on an episode of that podcast just talking about how much we love Arkham Asylum. So you guys can check that video out this Friday, today, whenever you're watching it. You can also check out my YouTube live streams that I'll be doing. You can follow me on Twitter to find the dates for those. I'll be posting them periodically. And you can check out my YouTube shorts, which I've been working on, which have been really fun to do. So if you're into all that, check that stuff out. And you can check out my new EP, Take One, on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, everything else. So thank you all so much. And I'll see you all on the flip side. No. Yes, that's all I have to plug.
Please listen to the EP. It's great.
Please do. It's okay, but it's good enough.
I don't have any videos out at the moment to plug, so I'm just going to plug our intensive treatment episode. And
Yeah.
Marvel,
Team player.
Marvel.
Oh, and I just want to plug this. I'm kind of vibing with a girl on Tinder right now, which never happens ever. So, wish me luck, fellas.
no, I'm not wishing you luck after this
Wow.
episode. After what you said.
Horrible man.
But yeah, as far as I mean, it's next week I think, but I'm gonna be releasing my review commentary for the Blackgate video, and may or may not have a special guest. Also, I'm also gonna be putting out YouTube shorts here soon, so hopefully it does well. I have a ton of them made, so
Once I figure out YouTube Shorts,
once I figure out how this YouTube works. But yeah, hopefully we can all get together next week and record our 100th Speaking Nerd episode. I am immensely excited to do it, and I hope you all are too, despite the fact that you're mean motherfuckers. So
and maybe Alter Rep will show up.
maybe, I hope so.
Maybe he'll make a special appearance for the 100th episode.
Yeah. But anyway, have a fantastic night. Go watch all of our channels and take care of yourselves. See ya.